The last time that the dance team made it to finals was 5 years ago. I really wanted to push the kids to go hip hop because I saw when they were dancing hip hop style dances, they looked excited, they were really enthusiastic, and you could just see it in their faces that that was something that they enjoyed doing.
So we got to Daytona on a Wednesday, and when we arrived, went to the hotel, we changed into our practice clothes, and from there we went into the practice room, which is basically a humongous warehouse with 3 separate areas set up, and it's spaced out so it's the same size as the stage you're going to be on. So what you do when you get in there is you have 10 minutes to stretch, and then you have 10 minutes on the one panel, and there what we do is we practice all our tricks that are in our dance. From there we did what's called a hard mark, which is you go through all your spots, you do everything, not 100%, but about like 65%, and then we do the whole thing full out, and hopefully it looks good because that's all the time you have in there. After you get out of there, we continue to practice. We stay in the Hilton, which has a really great practice space. There's an upstairs area, it's carpeted, so you're not killing your legs and your knees. There's a bunch of different schools in there, everyone's practicing, everyone's doing their last minute changes. Then you wake up Friday morning, which is performance day. Everyone gets ready. It takes a lot of hours because everyone's hair and makeup needs to be exactly the same, and there's only a few people who know how to do that. So it's a really busy morning for them, and the rest of us do what we can to help, even though we're not that helpful. And once everyone's done getting ready, we go back into that practice room. You try to, only pay attention to yourself and your team and really get in the zone for your own dance. And then they walk you to backstage and ready to perform.
Making it to finals was the absolute most amazing thing in the entire world. When they told us we had a 9.182, I literally fell to the floor crying because it was the best feeling in the entire world. In all 4 years that I've been dancing, I've never made it onto the band shell, and this was the absolute best way to end my senior year.
And now, congratulations to the following teams who are moving on to finals. Manhattan College Jasper Dancers, University of Albany, Sacred Heart University, Stephen F. Boston University, State University.
Making it to the final stage was the most amazing feeling ever because it's what we worked for all year, and just like being there in front of all different teams from all over, it was just an incredible experience.
I was so excited when the team made it to finals because they hadn't been there in so long, and that was their goal for the year. So I couldn't have been any more happier.
I know for myself, I had years of people telling me that that's the goal. The goal is to get to the band shell. So knowing that we actually were going to the band shell this year was amazing. Even walking to the band shell, we kept saying, like, is this really happening? Like, did they make a mistake? Are we really going? It was so exciting. But it is an outdoor stage, and it is something completely different than any of us have ever experienced before.
The band shell is like a huge stage that's outside at Daytona Beach, and it is the one place where everyone's really wanting to go and to compete because that's your final stage, and it's this ginormous stage raised above everything, and there's a whole like arena of people watching you, and it's just a great feeling when you finally get on there. When we got there and we were waiting outside the stage, everyone had all those butterflies in your stomach, and we finally walked up that little flight of stairs and got onto the sage, and it honestly wasn't as sticky as I thought it would be, but since we were dancing in the morning, the sun was right in our eyes, we were looking down at everyone, but it was a great feeling to be, up there and dancing in front of like an entire crowd.
At finals we came in 6th place, which was amazing. We were just happy to be there, and we were competing against really hard teams, so it was a really great accomplishment.
Next year I'd like to push the kids to take that step a little bit higher, to advance their hip hop and get them to higher placements so they can feel a greater success.